Welcome to the MS-Perspektive podcast, Perspective with a K as I'm German. I'm Nele von Horsten, MS patient, patient advocate and author. I'm bringing you interviews, inspiration and information about living with multiple sclerosis and show you ways how you can positively influence the disease and make the best out of your diagnosis. On ms-perspektive.com you will find the show notes, 11 free tips as a PDF and lots of other information. And now the show begins. Thanks for tuning in again and welcome to episode number 85, ECTRIMS Special on innovative MS rehabilitation for better quality of life. Rehabilitation for multiple sclerosis is rapidly evolving with exciting new approaches tailored to the unique needs of people with progressive MS. Recent studies have explored how various types of personalized therapies can improve both physical and mental well-being, offering a wider range of options for supporting a fulfilling, active life with MS. This episode discusses innovative rehabilitation methods such as cognitive-affective profiling, sleep optimization, offshore sailing, and tele-rehabilitation. Each approach offers its own benefits, allowing people with MS to explore therapies that fit their specific needs and lifestyle. Whether you are looking to improve your mental focus, increase your physical resilience, or gain more flexibility in your treatment plan, these insights offer inspiring insights into the future of MS rehabilitation. Let's start with paper number 1. Cognitive-affective profiles in people with progressive multiple sclerosis. Implication for intensive multidisciplinary inpatient rehabilitation by Angela Boschetti and others. Cognitive and emotional profiles in MS, why personalized rehabilitation can help. This study shows that MS can affect us not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally, and that each of us respond differently to rehabilitation. Why are cognitive and emotional profiles important? Many people with progressive MS experience cognitive impairment. That is, things like memory, attention, and mood may be affected. These problems vary from person to person, so it is important that rehabilitation is tailored to each person's cognitive and emotional needs. What was studied? The study looked at 138 people with progressive MS who were undergoing treatment at a rehabilitation facility. The researchers wanted to find out whether certain cognitive-affective profiles, that is, combinations of cognitive and emotional characteristics, could be formed and how these respond to intensive rehabilitation. Results: 3 unique groups. The results showed 3 distinct clusters of cognitive-emotional profiles in the patients. Cluster 1. This group had the greatest difficulties in the areas of memory and mood. Cluster 1. This group had moderate challenges, but overall a better emotional and cognitive profile. Cluster 2. Patients in this group had the least cognitive and emotional impairments. The results of the study showed that each of these groups responded differently to rehabilitation. While some patients made great strides in certain areas, such as attention and mood, others showed fewer changes. What does it mean? This study is a big step towards personalized rehabilitation. It shows that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to rehabilitation. By taking into account individual needs and profiles, doctors and therapists can create more targeted programs that help you make progress in the areas that are important to you. The bottom line. The study shows that customized rehabilitation programs can improve the quality of life for people with progressive MS. If you are considering or are in a rehabilitation program, it is worth discussing your specific cognitive and emotional needs with your therapist. A personalized approach could be just what you need to make new progress. Paper number 2. Poor sleep has a deleterious impact on health-related quality of life in people with multiple sclerosis, the Danish MS Hospital's Rehabilitation Study, by Associate Professor Dr. Martin Langeskov Christensen and others. How better sleep can improve quality of life with MS. Did you know that the quality of your sleep can have a huge impact on your quality of life, especially if you have progressive multiple sclerosis? A recent study by the Danish MS Hospital Rehabilitation team looked into this link and found that improving sleep could be one of the keys to better overall well-being. Why sleep matters for people with a progressive MS. Sleep disorders are common in people with MS. This means that they have trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or not feeling rested in the morning. But what does sleep really have to do with your daily life and well-being? According to this study, better sleep is associated with better quality of life, and that means feeling stronger, more energized, and better able to meet daily challenges. Relationship between sleep and quality of life. Researchers looked at 405 people with progressive MS, aged 18 to 65, who reported on their sleep and health quality. They used the Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Index, for short PSQY, to categorize participants as good sleepers, poor sleepers, or very poor sleepers. They also looked at health-related quality of life, taking into account aspects such as physical functioning, energy levels, and emotional well-being. Sleep quality really matters. Here are the results. People who slept well had a much higher quality of life compared to those who slept poorly and slept very poorly. The differences were significant. Each decrease in sleep quality, from good to poor, was associated with a 10-point decline in quality of life. This effect was much larger than the minimal difference needed to feel a real change, showing that sleep quality really is important to feeling better in your day-to-day life. What does this mean for you? Improving sleep could be a simple but powerful way to boost your overall well-being with MS. If you are struggling with sleep, it may be worth focusing on getting better rest as part of your self-care routine. Small changes, such as creating a soothing bedtime routine, establishing a regular sleep schedule, or even talking to a healthcare provider about sleep issues, could make a difference in your well-being. Conclusion. The message from this study is clear. Better sleep may lead to a better quality of life for people with MS. If you are trying to reduce or stop your medications, focusing on lifestyle factors such as sleep may be an effective way to support your health and improve your daily well-being. Remember, making small changes to your sleep routine can go a long way in helping you feel stronger and more positive as your journey with MS. Paper number 3 is named Oceans of Hope, Sailing as Rehabilitation, and it was presented by John Skovgaard Jensen and others. How sailing could be a unique form of rehabilitation for people with MS. The Oceans of Hope program uses the power of the sea to help people with MS improve their physical and mental well-being. Let's explore how this exciting approach could support your MS journey. Why sailing? Sailing may not be the first thing you think of when it comes to exercise or rehabilitation, but it is actually a fantastic mix of physical activity, balance, coordination, and mental focus. The Oceans of Hope project provides a unique environment that engages the whole body and mind in a gentle yet active way. For people with MS, who often have challenges with balance and muscle control, actively participating in a boat trip requires constant adjustments. This can help to strengthen muscles, improve postural control, and at the same time provide a pleasant, refreshing experience on the sea. What did the study examine? In this study, 15 people with MS spent time on the open ocean on 3 separate 10-day sailing trips. Before and after the sailing experience, researchers measured various physical abilities such as muscle strength, hand strength, and walking speed to see if the sailing experience made a difference. The aim was to investigate whether this type of activity could support muscle function, coordination, and overall physical performance. The researchers also wanted to find out whether living on a boat could promote mental and emotional well-being, aspects that are essential to a good life with MS. Key findings, physical benefits, and more. While the study didn't show major immediate changes in physical strength, it did highlight the safety and potential long-term benefits of ocean sailing. There were no negative effects, and participants reported feeling stronger and more confident. Researchers hypothesize that with longer sailing time, improvements in postural control, muscle endurance, and psychological benefits, such as lower anxiety, may become apparent. For many, the time spent navigating the waters and adjusting to the movements of the boat was a form of exercise that was challenging but fun and empowering. Why this matters to you? Traditional training and rehab programs may not be for everyone, especially when you are looking for new ways to stay active. Ocean sailing offers a unique mix of physical and mental exercise without the intensity of a gym workout. The Oceans of Hope initiative aims to offer more than just physical improvements. It is about creating positive experiences, building self-confidence, and providing a sense of freedom that only the open sea can offer. Many participants felt stronger, not only physically, but also in their attitude towards living with MS. Conclusion. If you are looking for alternative ways to cope with MS and build physical and emotional resilience, consider activities like sailing and other outdoor adventures. Programs like Oceans of Hope show us that rehabilitation can be as much about feeling strong and connected to nature as it is about physical progress. Talk to your doctor if you are interested in similar activities that could complement your treatment and wellness plan. Whether on the water or on land, let's continue to find ways to live full and active lives with MS. Paper number 4 and last paper for today. How do people with MS themselves evaluate tele-rehabilitation interventions? By MSc Barbara Grosserova and others. How people with MS feel about tele-rehabilitation. Telerehabilitation is the practice of bringing physical therapy and rehabilitation exercises directly to your home with the help of technology, which can be incredibly helpful when it's difficult to make regular trips to a clinic. Let's take a look at how people with MS have experienced telerehabilitation and the benefits and some drawbacks they've experienced with this new approach. What is telerehabilitation and why is it used? Telerehabilitation rose to prominence during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's here to stay. It uses video calls, apps, or online resources to guide you through exercises and therapy remotely. For many people with MS, this has been a game changer, giving them the opportunity to complete physiotherapy without leaving their home. This study examined how people with MS feel about using telerehabilitation and what they see as the biggest benefits and challenges. Learning from real people with MS. In this study, 82 people with MS shared their experiences of telerehabilitation. Researchers wanted to know how satisfied they were with telerehabilitation, what they found helpful about it, what challenges they experienced. Key findings. The good, the not so good. Most participants were very satisfied with telerehabilitation. They liked the following the most. Number 1, flexibility and convenience. Over 50% said that they saved time and were able to fit the sessions into their daily routine when it worked best for them. Number 2, control over the therapy. Many felt that they had more control over the therapy when they did it at home, which can be a big help in managing a condition like MS. However, there were also some challenges. Number 1, lack of direct contact with therapists. About 15% missed the in-person feedback they would normally get in a clinic. Number 2, technical difficulties. A few people found that technical issues made it difficult to follow the sessions. What does this mean? If you are looking for more flexibility in managing your MS, tele-rehabilitation may be a good option to discuss with your healthcare provider. It allows you to do physical therapy on your own schedule and from the comfort of your own home, which can make following a rehab plan easier and more enjoyable. Conclusion: Telerehabilitation is a promising new way to get the physical support you need without the hassle of travel. For many people with MS, it is not only convenient but also empowering, allowing you to take control of your treatment. If you are interested, ask your doctor or therapist if telerehabilitation is an option for you and can help you manage your MS symptoms. With this, I'm at the end of this episode. I hope you learned something new and maybe got inspired to think about rehabilitation from a different point of view and maybe use some of the new knowledge to change your own rehabilitation plans. By the way, next time I will do another ECTRIMS Special, this time about new findings about menopause. So it's absolutely worth tuning in again. And of course, there will be more rehabilitation topics in a later episode because there was quite some posters presented. And I think rehabilitation is so important. So I will do another episode about it. So please, as always, if you like this podcast show, rate it wherever you are listening to it, recommend it to other people who might be interested in it, and please send me a message if you have certain topics that you would like to be seen or heard in the show. And stay as positive and healthy as possible, and see you next time. Bye!
Thank you for listening today. I hope you found it helpful. You may also be interested in the previously published episodes and posts, which you can find at ms-perspektive.com/podcast. Perspective with a K. You can also get a free PDF with 11 tips for your positive impact on MS at ms-perspektive.com/newsletter. If you'd like to get in touch, you can reach me at nele@ms-perspektive.com or on social media. See you next time.